He's calling you out.
Okay, bitch. I pressed it. Hey, this is the game.
We all lost it.
You did now. Bitch.
He's taking away your bennies now, Ro.
That's like when you start the game with 3 wounds.
There's a lot of bitching going on in this game right now.
Alright, so I'm here with this bitch rule.
Wow. Okay.
Hey, give me 1 second. I'll let you know when I come back.
Okay, I'm not here with this bitch that this bitch sucks.
Wow.
Anyway.
Jesus.
Hi, I'm
Jordan's
a
here.
bitch.
Hey!
Hey, what the fuck?
I'm not sure if I like the
just
tone
rolled
for this
something.
episode so far.
Okay, and Tyler Jenkins. TV's
Hi.
Tyler Jenkins.
Hey, TV Zachary Jarena is hosting this game that we're every one of us was on TV.
I wasn't on it.
I was also not there, but I have been on TV, so.
TV's great. I don't know. I think I've been on the news. I'm not gonna explain that. So, okay, so last we left off, you guys just had some downtime for a bit. You did some silly things. Let's see. You got some letters. Ty's character, Wendy, just got a letter from mom, just showing some motherly concern because she doesn't know that you're a super spy. And
Just got a letter.
I wonder who it's from. Your mom.
Oh,
Got him. These nuts. What? Okay. And Devin's character Remy got a letter from his little sister, and it was just a recipe for it was a recipe for like spice bread, and he made it, and it was good, and that gave him a bonus for the month. And
I sent her a letter back. I was like, "My petit sir, that shit slapped."
Okay. It's Rule's character. Miguel got a letter from the person whose identity is Stoll's wife, and it fucked up. And like, but he did a nice thing, and like, talked about how like that dude didn't didn't die alone, and then,
ironically did not go out like a bitch.
Yeah. So you see, there's a reason for everything. It's like
yes,
that's storytelling.
Comes full circle. Yeah. Long-term storytelling.
Yep. And that's long-term storytelling. Introducing shit later that ties into stuff back. Anyway. And then he got his name changed now officially to his name, as in the name he has written on his dog tag or whatever, is now Miguel de la Fuente.
Hell yeah.
Also, you made Hostess cupcakes.
Excuse me, that was very important for my character development.
Okay.
Fuck this whole thing where we decide what name he gets. Talk about the cupcakes.
Yeah, thank you.
Jesus Christ.
God, that's why I worked so hard for. You know what? We made great cupcakes together.
Welcome to Baby Town Fox, the game where we talk about the war stuff and not cupcakes.
And Jordan's character, Sophion, got one letter from his ex-wife, which was basically a Dear John, and in a slight retcon, talked about this with Jordan earlier, is I want to make it clear that that letter was not as much of a surprise that that she got remarried, more just it's a confirmation that it did happen, because I can imagine Jordan, Sophion did go back to Algeria at some point when he's done fighting the war over in Egypt, and probably did reunite with her, but she was living her life during that time, and she's moved on, and again it's not that out of the blue. It's more just this actually happened. Please move on. And besides that, you also got a letter from your old buddies back in the Legion, and he invited you to a party, and you guys went to that party, and like Remy had a moment, and
Nice way to put that. Sure.
yeah, but that did give you a Benny this session, so you know.
I did get hella drunk.
Drama is good, and Sophion also had a nice moment with his old friends. So yeah, that's where we left off. And we left off, like, you got word on your next mission, and like the villain Console Scipione's like camp is believed to be up north, where the rest of the Axis have retreated. And so like you've been like assigned to work with members of the 4th Indian Division, with this particular unit called the Ronnie's Rifles, led by this dude. Whoops, I just want to ping.
Oh, is this the dude with the badass like beard mustache thing?
Yeah,
Hell yeah!
by this dude, Subadar Ajit Singh, who's an old friend of Kahina's, of Dr. Hanachi's here, because they did the Predator Shake, and like
Hell yeah!
Oh, right, yeah.
Hey, now.
Son of a-
Dylan.
why is that pinging for me? There we go, ping.
What's up, dude?
And
How are you?
yeah, so you're gonna go off with his men to go find the guy, and hopefully get the rest of the journal pages, because that's what you're looking for. Remember?
Zach, you're cutting in.
Yeah, me too.
Wait, okay. What was the last thing you heard me say?
Hmm?
What? Hello?
Yeah,
Oh,
okay, there we go.
What was the last thing you heard me say?
Maybe.
What was the last thing you heard me say?
You're cutting out a lot still.
Motherfuck. Okay. Hello. What? Ah, shit. Technical difficulties. Dun 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 dun. Hold on, everybody. For those watching home, which is usually just me. Right? Can't I get back in Discord? Ah, shoot.
Nope. No.
Hello?
No.
Hello?
Okay.
Hey,
Hey.
sorry, hey, we're rolling to get hypey.
Okay. So, sorry, Discord just being weird. Discord was just being weird for a second. Okay, so what was the last thing you heard me say?
You were telling us about I forgot his
Dylan
name,
in the
rifle.
mission.
The Indian commander person.
Yeah, talking about the bad guy.
Yeah, he's it's Ajit Singh. His rank is Subadar, which is the Indian Army equivalent of a captain. So so get a sip of water here. So I guess like gives you now a briefing about how this mission is gonna go. The higher ups have now started this. Have now started this battle. This story, the Battle of Wadi Akarit, which is appropriately appropriately also known as Operation Scipio.
Yes, okay.
And
That's gonna be a lot easier for me to remember than whatever you just said.
because Western names are easier to remember than Arabic names.
Oh.
Man, we all know Arabic very fluently, and we can read everything from that
As
language.
opposed to Latin. You know Latin fluently? You said
Bitch, I'm Mexican. What
I
do
mean-
you think?
You also
I did-
kind of mumbled Wadi Akarit.
I did take Latin for 2 years in high school, so
Oh, okay.
I know medical Latin.
Did you really?
yeah, I did actually.
My whole ass language is derived from it, my dude.
All right.
Okay,
So
so
we're about to
tell me
go
where
to
the
Wadi
bathroom
Akarit.
is in ancient Latin.
Donde
Yeah,
está la
bathroom is
basura?
Donde
Yeah,
está la
That's the
biblioteca?
garbage. Where is the garbage? It's right here.
Basura? I thought that's a bathroom.
No, bathroom's baños.
What is basura? Oh, it is garbage. Okay, my bad. No wonder that dude got real mad at me.
Okay. All right.
Call back to like 7 years ago.
Zach, D&D is up.
Okay.
Ubi Balneo. There.
Okay, so yeah, the Operation Scipio is underway. Yeah, you look over at this map here. This is it. This is a new map, and like, so the British forces have assigned 3 divisions to like take care of this attack. So on the on the right here in the east, they assign the 51st Highlanders. In the middle here, they got the 50th Northumbrian. And on the left here in the west, they assigned the 4th Indian, which is the guys you're with, to attack this side. Stop drawing shit on the map. I see that purple line.
Sorry, I was trying to move stuff around. Sorry.
I'm still on the old one.
Wait, you don't see this new map? It's got like a. There should be like 3 lines here with like a new the red British
I
Indian
see.
flag.
It
It
says,
says Patton's corpse, the bad guys.
Look closely. There should be like a 3rd like map here next to the British and New Zealand flag.
Oh.
Take your pardon. Next to the British. Okay, wait.
Dang
Next
it.
to the British and New Zealand flag,
Yeah.
like where it says like Bangaloo.
No, that's not where they are. I don't know why you're seeing the old map because it's not on the map anymore.
Oh, I'm definitely seeing the old map.
Yeah, dude.
That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, the map I'm looking at is still says
Gabe's.
Patton's corpse, the bad guys, Monty's
it's-
8th Army.
Let me move you guys onto a different map temporarily. I'll move you back. So,
All right.
Go away.
What? Ah!
Ma-
I don't know what you're seeing, so I don't know why that's funny. Oh yeah, that's why. Okay.
I just saw it. God damn it.
Okay, enough of that.
Oh god.
It's not wrong.
What did I miss?
When he switched us to the new map, there was just an arrow pointing right at Devin, and it said "bad boy."
God. All right. hold on.
I still see the old map.
Are you sure? Okay, I'm moving
Yeah.
this. I'm moving this
Okay.
map around.
Pretty dead ass,
mean,
dude.
Do you see
I see them. I see the map moving around.
the map? Okay, but this is a new map. Look at it closely. It is not the same
Okay.
JPEG file.
Okay. All right.
How?
This is not that important. It's just like I don't
Oh,
know why
okay.
you're still seeing the old picture. It's a different picture.
Okay. Sure.
I believe you.
Well, let's just use our imagination because apparently Roll20 won't let us do anything else.
So look at this picture. There's like the maps. The flags have moved up. They should be more near where it says Gibez, and the "You're Here" circle is now moved to like one of the red lines over there.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah, we're right.
We're south of Zagrata, right? No.
Okay, how many flags do you see?
3.
I see it now. I'm sorry. I'm blind.
Okay, so you guys are just joshing me. Great.
No.
No, I legitimately couldn't see it before.
We're just dumb. It's okay.
Oh, I thought you're here. Okay, it looks like a VR to me. That's why I was like, what is it?
Yeah, virtual reality here.
Virtual reality. Yeah, we are south of Zagrada.
So there is some good Nazi technology then.
North of Bengal.
I'm sorry, what?
I'm assuming the Nazis made VR. It was a joke. Don't worry about it. Okay.
Okay, so yeah, that's
Hot
the
dogs or sandwiches. Let's go.
that's the updated map. So okay. So yeah, you guys attacked there on that left side.
Okay.
The fourth Indian are being sent in first because they're like there's like Wadi Akarit is like a good like natural defense. Like there's a lot of hills and stuff, but there's not really any particular like man-made defenses. So like on the left side there's like a tall like, steep hill called Jebel Fatnessa, and like instead of like being ordered to get there's no real way to circumvent it because it's not like earlier where like the Meredith line was down there, but the New Zealanders were able to go all the way around it and go through another line. There's basically like for this attack, the British can basically the only thing the British can do is really just go straight forward through it. So to get past this tall hill, the Indians were like ordered to take it because the Indians have more experience with like mountainous warfare.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Free to put.
Close enough. That's Nepal. It's, Nepal is closer to
You got the spirit.
Let's see here. But like plus like with your mission to find Scipione, like if you're like it'd be quicker to be able to just hike over this hill and then like find them over than like move around with wherever the other people are moving. So and I assume this is actually given this relaying this information, but I don't need to do character voice at the moment. And so I think I probably said something about this is if he's saying this around like on April 5th, he's telling you like we gotta we got leave tonight, so like so this is gonna be a night hike in order to hopefully cover more ground and not be noticed. So
spy shit, I see.
Mm-hmm. So okay, so I guess like just general briefing of what you gotta do. And I guess at some point he's like one second. At some point, shit. Get in there. There we go. Sorry, just give me my headphones back. There. Okay, there we go. Sorry, I accidentally unplugged my headphones. So at some point, he's like, okay, like like to introduce you to the rest of my men. So let me. Let me select the right layer here. Where's the? Give me the layer, damn it. Okay. Move to token layer, and like so, like he brings you guys along. There's like some dudes hanging out, and let's see. He like walks over to some of them and says, attention or whatever, and like he goes over like this one guy who's like another like Sikh soldier, looks kind of young. He's got like you can't tell exactly how young he is because he's got a full beard, but like he could be like anywhere from like his 20s to his 30s, like his 20s to his early 30s, and like he's this guy like stands dutifully at attention, and he goes up to him and says like at ease, boy, and he looks over to you guys and says like he addresses Dr. Anachi particularly. He's like, okay, Gina, I believe you remember my nephew Simran, and she says like, well, in fact I do, but last time I remember he was just a sepoy. Shit, I forgot to say my nephew Jemadar Simran Singh, and that's the Indian equivalent of a lieutenant or lieutenant, they would say. But they're not saying that, so we can say it the right way. So, and she says, "Yeah, I do. But last I remember, he was just a sepoy." And he goes like, that's like, and like, so Ajit is is in proud uncle mode, being like, that's that is correct, but this boy is just too damn well of a soldier to be kept such a low rank. They had to bump him to an officer, and Simran is just like, uncle, please don't embarrass me. I'm just doing my duty. And like this guy, he stands pretty confidently, and like he doesn't really display any like sense of arrogance, Probably reminds you guys a bit of Naramu, unfortunately. Yeah. I mean, he looks like this guy in the picture, this first guy. So, the one with the beard. Okay. Okay, so no one has anything to really say to him. Next up, he introduces like this next guy who's just wearing like he's not wearing a turban, doesn't have a beard, so like and this is this guy looks kind of like what's the word I'm looking for? Like even though this guy in the picture is not wearing glasses, I imagine he's wearing glasses, and like he looks kind of how would I say this? Like, well, everyone else like came to attention, but like are a bit more relaxed. He's not. He's probably still standing like pretty like straight and like not relaxing, Not relaxing. He's not relaxing because no one has told him to relax, So, and so like I guess like I'll say the Subadar because there's two guys named saying the Subadar like noticed like him like just standing totally straight at attention. He's just like I said, and let's see. Wait, where's my? He notices him staying totally straight at attention, and he says like Adi is Vikram, and he he acknowledges like yes sir, and he at most like the only change in his posture is like his shoulders slightly moved down. This is the Subadar goes on, and he says like this is Havadar Vikram Chaudhary. This is my nephew's sergeant, if you will. That's because Havadar is the equivalent of sergeant. And Vikram goes on. It says like something like like ready for the mission, sir. And like Edgy, no, just like yeah, yes, I know, and he moves on. So, this guy is anyway. So he moves on to like a particular group of guys now, because like you got officers involved. They probably have more men than I'm talking about, but they're not characters. But he goes over to this like group of 4 here. Let's see. Wait, let me. I just scrolling so weird. Let me just zoom out. But you see them. There's another Sikh dude and 3 other guys. So So these guys are all like standing and gelling around them because like they're part of like a section. They're part of a squad. And like like this the Sikh dude is like, you know, standing pretty like looks pretty in charge, and he tells them like, you know, like, yeah, hey, pay attention. The Subadar is coming over, and like the two guys here with the mustaches, they're kind of like joking with each other, you know, like saying or doing something, like palling around. While this guy here in the hat is just kind of looking like stoic. So okay. Subadar Singh then, you know, acknowledges like the other Sikh guy, and he says, this is Nick Samdip Singh. No relation to me and Simran. And he says, he gives like, you know, a pretty like, you know, polite, like, you know, like, you know, it's a pleasure to work with you, sort of thing. And like, you know, again, he knows like, you know, those two guys goofing around. And he goes back and like, hey, I said knock it off, you two. And they're just snickering. Said. And so like, you know, I guess, you know, I guess Super then like, you know, acknowledges those two. He's like, hey, like those two jokesters over there are Sepoy Lakshman Kohli. That's this like more serious looking guy in the dark background, and Sepoy Nadim Suri. That's the guy with the light background. Yeah, and like, you know, this still looking kind of like, you know, like silly, but Kohli like acknowledges you guys and goes namaste, and Suri acknowledges you guys and goes shit. Well, what's the gradient word I'm looking for again? Like the Muslim equivalent of namaste. It's like I forget. There's a word I remember. I just forgot it. But you know, like God be, like, you know, the Muslim way of basically saying like, you know, God be with you or whatever. Polite. Yeah, salam. He says salam. And then like finally, you know, it's like this. And I think like, you know, they both say bonjour back at you in like in a half mocking way. No, quarter mocking. They're a bit more nicer than that. And this, because you're untrained in fighting. I did some stuff there because I had to make sure the calculations were right. And finally there's this last guy who like you know, he's wearing this hat in this picture. I don't know. I'm not sure if he still has the hat actually, but you notice this guy is like, you know, he seems more stoic and like not necessarily like palling around with everyone else like everyone else is. And like, you know, he actually looks a bit like, compared to everyone else, you know, they're all Indians, but this guy actually looks a bit more East Asian than South Asian. And and you know, in the Subadar finally goes up to him, and I guess, you know, last but not least, this here is he almost says something else, but then this here is Sepoy Daya Ranamagar, and he just gives a nod at you guys. And again, he just gives another nod. And so yeah, and he just, you know, Aji is just like, you know, that's the men, and then, you know, red shirts, and so So like, let's not waste any more time. Then let's get this hike on the way, huh? Mm-hmm. Well, you'll be well, that's okay. You're asking characters like Aji is just like what, like we'll get as close as we can on like via half track, but after that we have to take it on foot. We don't want the the noise of vehicles to bring us over there. Plus, it's a hill. Can't exactly drive that much on it. Like hopefully the cover of darkness will allow us to cover a lot of ground without being noticed. So, is everyone ready? Okay, so like I guess like you guys acknowledge that you're ready, and then like he turns his men, he's like okay, let's move out. And I guess this is a good time for like a scene transition. What? No ad reads. Oh man, if I can love that giant bomb does Blue Chew ads now. That's great. That's amazing. Yeah. Your audience is getting older. Gonna need some help with their performance. Okay, so let me just post that there for the hiking music. So let me move over here. So you guys get hiking at night. Just scroll down because the fog of war is active on this map. You'll see you guys. So you guys set out with Ronnie's rifles, and you hike. Yeah, like you said, like you arrive there on half tracks as close as you can get before they're like, okay, gentlemen, we gotta go out on foot now. And again, this is like a pretty late night hike that you're doing. Like it's probably like close to midnight, if not after midnight. Yeah. So yeah, you're hiking with these dudes. If like if you have anything to say to any of them, say it now. Cool. I said like you're hiking with these dudes, so if any of you have anything to say to them, say it now. Yeah. So. It's like, and I guess like it could be like the two jokey guys. Like, are those the things that are those the same guys who make Twinkies? Because we get those in our rations. It's like you talking like so okay. Then I guess like one of them, Coley, then's like, yo, you talking shit about Twinkies? What'd you say? And like let me tell you about Twinkies. And then Suri, the other guy, is like, hey man, calm down. It's just cakes. Yeah. And they're that's, you know, if this becomes a thing, you know, eventually their corporal makes Sandip Singh. He says, like, you know, wait, will you children please calm down again? And then they say something along the lines like, and they say something along the lines like, yes, mom. Yeah. And then, like, the stoic guy, Daya, eventually he says, like, yeah, I've had them, they're pretty good. And then, yeah. And then eventually, like, you know, Chatari, the guy with the stick in his ass, with the, like, says something along the lines, hey, like, shut up, we got a mission. Okay, so yeah, yes, you know, so whatever. Shut up. What? Okay, so, like, eventually, so yeah, eventually, like, you know, you keep hiking, and, like, you know, you're hiking at night, so, you know, all you have is, like, moonlight to really see. So, I'm gonna want you guys to each make like a what you consider to be like a relevant role for hiking. Yeah. So, like, what's skills or what's any particular skills that you got to, like, help you with that? Nah, that's not relevant here. Tracking or what? What does everyone else has? Like, you could use tracking, but what does everyone else have? Maybe. How good is your stealth? You kind of want to be more specific than that, because, you know, this isn't just, like, you know, walking or picking something up. This is hiking through up a steep hill. What are you saying, Devin? Okay, how are you gonna make it work? Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, I'll let you use it. I'll let you use notice. Has anyone else got notice? Yeah, you can use survival. Okay, what'd you? I don't know what that says, because you just click. Yeah. Maybe you should have read. Maybe you should use that one instead, because it says success plus. It says Okay, that's... Oh, yeah, because these are in French. I forgot. I'll let that slide, Devin. Okay, 5. That's a success. You got a 1 on the wild die. You probably don't want to use that. Okay, roll your wild die, yeah. 5, that's better. Yeah, okay. Jordan, what are you rolling? What are you rolling, Jordan? You got notice. Notice is better. Okay, roll your wild die. Yes. Okay, 5. Okay. Everyone's getting these suspicious 5s. Well, you didn't roll yours because I let you, because like I could tell what that was. That was good because it had green letters. But like next time. Okay, none of you had any trouble hiking. You know, it's kind of like maybe you had a couple of close calls here and there, but yeah, someone was like, "Hey, watch out!" You know, it's like because like it's not like there's like a lot of like rocks or anything. This is like a pretty like grassy hill. It's more just like, you know, it's just tall, so you might lose your footing and tumble down, you know. But good. Fortunately, none of you did, so none of you have to take bumps and bruises, which would have given you a -1 to all your traits for the day. What? Shut up. Shut up. That could be offensive. Anyway. Okay. So yeah, you keep on hiking through this hill. And like eventually you guys notice like, okay, somebody like notices that they see something over there. See something like up ahead. And like, you know, they look at it and like they notice it's like what appears to be a box. And like if anyone wants to get any closer to it and see what it is. It's somewhere, don't worry. Noticed. Okay. It looks like a box to you. Anyone else want to try and look at it? You're just trying to look at it at the moment, so like okay, that's a 5. That's a 2. The 5 is better. So like, okay, you get a closer look at it, but keeping your distance, and like what'd you say, roll? Okay. Okay, you get a close enough look at it, squinting through, in the darkness of night, and like you see, it's not just a box; it also has like a parachute around it, and you can make out like markings on it, and so it appears to be like an Allied airdrop, from what you can understand. Yeah. Okay. Are you sure about? Are you sure about that? I guess like you mentioned this to like everyone else too, not just the party. Okay, and like as this Ajit is like, but it's like, well, do you have a recommended course of action? That's well, like I guess like uh, so okay, so one of Ajit's men like says like, well, come on, sir, it's like it's just a box, it's just a box, but it appears to be one of our boxes, probably maybe it was drip like blown over here or something, because and like I guess like uh you know uh, also Ajit probably like asked like his nephew Simran something like were we expecting any airdrops, and it says like no, we weren't. Like like yeah, like yeah, but like that's probably like the purpose of an airdrop is to bring in supplies behind any lines, like, and then go back. Well, not if maybe not if it was at night. But yeah, like there's a whole division coming in, so yeah, so like so maybe it'll send in advance, but yeah, everyone in Nod is like this is weird, but like. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You are curious. Yeah, you are curious. Ha 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 ha! I can evoke something. Ha 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 ha. No. Yeah, yeah, yeah. What you motherfuckers are curious? Yeah, you can't. No, you're not suspicious. You're curious. Fuck you. I can railroad your ass now. You're cautious. You're the one who's like, I don't know. Okay, okay. Remy is cautious. Who else is cautious? Wait, no, no. So. Okay, Sophion has cautious. You and Wendy got curious, and no. Okay, okay. So Sophion and Miguel have cautious. You, Remy and Wendy have curious. So like, yeah, this is the perfect setup. So I guess, ha, yeah, there we go. Thanks, Tyler. You sure about that? Okay, so yeah, you want to roll for that, or like how does it work again? Okay, so you don't have to roll anything for that. You just do it. Yeah. And how long does that last? Okay. Okay, so that should last, like, a combat. So anyway, Tyler, you go towards the box. Yeah. You curious cats, go towards it. And like, I'm assuming, like, not just you two, like, as you probably dictate some men to go along with you to, like, look at it. And, like, okay, which of you, okay, if it's, okay, since it's just you two going forward, I'm gonna want Wendy to now make a danger sense roll. It's like your character sheet that says, like, I think it says notice -2, but okay. Mm-hmm. Well, no, it's derived from your smart die. It's not your smart. It's die. It could be less than your smarts. So is it D6? Okay, -2. Okay, and roll your wild die. It's another D6. That's nothing. That kind of. Hey, roll that again. Okay, so 7 -2. That's a 5. That's a success. So you get close enough, and then you notice, like, yeah, you know, you notice, like, once you get close enough to, like, actually look at the box and, like, read it, again, it looks like any other, like, ally airdrop. Not, I don't have a concrete idea what that looks like, but, it's, probably, like, a wooden box with some words painted on it, a white star on it, or whatever. No, it's not. Like, I'll say, like, you notice, like, it looks mostly fine, but then you notice, like, there's, like, one spelling error. Like, one, like... Jordan, are you awake? Jordan Rocky. Ah, dang it. Whoops. Sorry, I just made OBS stupid. There we go. Alright, let's see. 1 second. You for... Now, Jordan. Okay. Try and wake up Jordan in a bit. But, so, yeah, okay, you know, it's like, one word on the box is, like, has a spelling error on it. And, like, if that could just be, a spelling error. Or it could be, people who don't natively speak English spelling a word wrong. It probably says something like, allied supplies or whatever. I don't know what the official wording would be, but, like, it's just like, here's stuff. You're still gonna try and open it? Okay. Okay, and, like, so, super, so, I'll say, this is something that, like, as he actually dictates to, like, his nephew, or, that's still as because I'll stick to one character for now. you know, he orders like one guy, you know, he's like, you know, let's say like you know, Sepoy Khan, like, you know, pry it open, like carefully, and you know, this guy named Khan goes over, and like I don't know what tool he would like use to pry it open or whatever, but you know, he does so, and like, you know, being kind of ginger about it, and like, what? And you know, eventually he opens it, and you know, there's like, he looks for a second, and like, you know, like, it's like, well, you know, there's like, you know, there's no like, there doesn't appear to be a, like, you know, there's no sudden explosion or anything. Just there's just for a beat for a second, and like he looks in, and he's like, you know, there's no bombs or whatever, like, and he's like, hey, wait a minute, and then like all of a sudden like bats come out of the box, and then the bats catch on fire. And so then, like, at first, like, there's like, okay, he's like, you know, swarming the bats. He's like, bats, whatever. But then the bats burst in the flame, and now, like, you know, and then like the dude, then now that, like, you know, first this dude was covered in bats before, but now, like, you know, he's covered in flaming bats. So this guy's now on fire. His like his, you know, his face and head are burning, and you know, then he drops to the floor, and like, so like Khan's dead. Yeah, because he just got a face full of flaming bats, man. So let me cross off one of the red shirts you guys have. Now there's just... It's a red shirt, don't worry. I get... It's like, so yeah, now there's just these bats flying everywhere that are now on fire. And everyone's just freaking out, you know, what the hell is that? You know? Okay. Fire bats. And like, you know, let me check if Jordan's awake. Let's see. Jordan, are you awake? Jordan, are you awake? That doesn't sound like you're awake. That sounds like sleep breathing. Yeah, you're asleep. Great. So, okay. Like, if Jordan was awake, I would mention to him that actually, like, you know, Sophion was familiar with these. Because that was like, you know, an offhand comment made at the beginning of the game. We talk about like how he was sent on a secret mission to Algeria, and how, like, you know, there's fire bats involved there, you know. So it's, let me. Yeah. Yeah, but also these are supernatural fire bats. But plausible deniability, so that the you know, these rigor dudes don't get too weirded out. They're bats that can be on flame. They're not made out of fire, but they are flame. Yeah, you can just go ahead and say the real life thing because it's neat. Well, you're not. Well, you're not sure so far because like, it could be, or it could be that, or it could be the thing that actually happened. Yeah. So yeah, like a bunch of fucking flaming bats burst out of this box. One dude is already like like dead because he got engulfed in flames from being face first right in front of it by pissing out at these bats and awakening them. And so now these bats are flying all over the place. And like like everyone like Ajit is just like everyone get down, get away from them, blah, blah, blah. And like eventually like one like swarm of bats, like is like particularly coming towards you guys, you four. And here's this is the start of combat. So cool. Yeah, local history. Oh, that makes sense. You're a dentist. What if I put bats on fire to help fight the Japanese? What if they were on fire? There's the bats. So yeah, this is the start of combat, and we've been going for an hour. I can stop the recording here and start another recording, and I hopefully like in the meantime we can get Jordan awake to actually do this. So let's stop here for now. That